Orion and Izzy's first time out in the yard with no fencing. Doing pretty good. Here, Izzy. Izzy, come here. Good. Down. Good girl. Okay. Okay, go. Orion. Come here. Get over here, punk. Hey, down. Good boy. All the way, down. Orion, hey, down. There you go. Now your leash is bothering you. I would take that off, but I don't exactly trust you yet. I'll trust you with the little 5-foot leash. Yeah, but I won't trust you completely off leash. I ain't gonna grab onto it unless I need to. You're free, bud. Okay. You don't have to follow me. Okay. You're just gonna follow me anyway. Come here, Iz. Come here, Izzy. Got a semi coming by. Come here. Down. Down. Stay, you too. Orion, hey, down. Lie down, punk. Hey, down. Stay. I don't think they'll chase it, but hey, stay. Okay. Good dog. You got up, bud. You didn't go anywhere, but you got up. I didn't notice that. I was paying attention to the vehicle. Old Moose, protector of the realm. Guarding everything, making sure nothing goes sideways, I guess. And they completely know that they could just get away. They've been in that fenced-in area. This is their first time out here. So even if this was fenced in, they would probably still think that they could get away just because it's a different environment. But they actually can get away. If they wanted to tuck and run, I wouldn't even catch them. But this is just a little over 2 weeks in, so I trust them pretty well. Still kind of learning everything, but you know, it's nice to just let them out and be dogs. I haven't done anything with them today. No formal training, informal. I did a little informal obedience and stuff, but nothing really on leash. I did some agility stuff with Izzy. And then with Orion, I haven't even put him in that crate today. We did a little bit of leash work this morning. But today's just a bonding type of day. Basically just a day. I'm probably gonna do two or 3 days of just bonding. And obviously if they do something that requires attention, then I'll do some training. But then after I get them, once I get them under control, then we'll just go right back to bonding. I like to do little days like this every once in a while. That way they see me as an authority figure, but they also like, they're bonded with me and they don't hate me. They don't want to run away from me. I don't want them seeing me as the guy that you're gonna have to do something if this guy shows up. I want them to like me and not want to run away from me, and I also want them to be comfortable, but I also want them to see me as an authoritative figure. But I just don't want them to hate me. I want them to see that, hey, we can do fun stuff too. And we're getting to that point. I'm about to take these two. I won't do it with them together yet, but I'm about to take these guys here in the next day or so, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I haven't decided. Depends on the weather, I think. I'm gonna take them out into town in King City, and we're gonna walk around and see if we can't find some people, get them in a different environment, kind of see how they react. And I don't think it's gonna be a train wreck. I mean, that's why I don't take them out the first day. You know, I do a little over 2 weeks of training, and then I get to where I'm like, okay, I feel good about taking them out into the world. I'm not just gonna toss him into new situations just with no control whatsoever. And you know, having that control, that gives them confidence too. Having somebody that's in charge gives the dog confidence. So if they're in a scary environment, you know, if they get scared, they've got somebody to look to say, hey, you know, everything's okay. Or if they react a certain way, I can correct them, and they can be like, oh, okay. So that wasn't the way to react to that situation. Okay, now I know that. And that's why I don't take them out the first day. Just because they don't know me, they're not bonded to me. They don't see me as their leader yet. And they got to see you as the leader, because that gives them it gives them structure, and it also kind of gives them like you're like a safety blanket for them. They're gonna look to whoever's in charge for safety, and if they're unsure, they're gonna look to you and be like, what do I do, Dad or Mom, whatever. Just like they would in a pack of dogs. Orion already found something interesting. Good boy. Izzy's over there getting a drink. I wonder if I can call him off that. Orion, come here. Oh, I was not expecting that. Hey, good boy. Okay. All right, go back to it. Or just stand still. He's allowed to do whatever he wants after I say okay. Okay is just a release command. You just do whatever you want. Go be a dog. And see, he's walking away now. So if they just want to keep following me, or if they want to run off, or if they just want to go lay down somewhere, whatever, anything's allowed. So if I was out on an interstate and I said okay, well, that'd be an issue, because the dog might run out in front of a semi. Because okay literally means go do whatever the hell you want. So you gotta pay attention to when you give that command. You gotta case your environment before you give that command. Because once you say okay, you've given them free will. They're just gonna do whatever they want. What do you think, Izzy? Can you come here? Good. You are way more confident. Come here. Before, whenever I call it, she's still kind of doing that crawly shit. Come here, Izzy. Good. But before, you wouldn't even get that. If she was going to come to me and lay down, she would have rolled over in the submissive position and probably pissed on herself and whined and screamed. Like before, like about, a weekend or something, and I started giving her corrections and everything, she would overreact to every single correction. Like I could just say something, and if she's gotten a correction for it in the past, she'd start yipping for no reason. She could be standing 10 feet away from me and start yipping like I'm doing something to her. No e-collar, no leash, no nothing. It's just, she's just so freaking sensitive. I'm finally starting to, with that agility stuff, you know, she loves that agility stuff. And that's kind of, I've noticed, or I've been doing that for probably the past 3 days or something. I kind of started on it like the first day, and then I worked her up to other stuff. I'm just trying to find new stuff that she's afraid of and make her jump up on top of it. And then that'll boost her confidence to do other things. It's all about self-esteem. If she thinks that she's super dog, then she's gonna be the most confident bitch out here. And that's what we want. We want him to be confident. And this thing, before she would have been growling at him for eating the same thing that she's eating. And that wasn't even a protection thing. That was just an unsure thing. She completely trusts him now. They're like brother and sister. Completely best friends. But yeah, that may be a kennel thing too, because she's growled at him while she's in the kennel eating. But I haven't noticed it lately, but I also haven't been paying attention to it, and I don't think he's been around it. I think I've been keeping them separate while they're eating, for the most part. Not real far away, but far away enough that she wouldn't feel protective. But the fact that they're sitting there chewing on a bone together, that's pack shit. That's pack shit right there. That's the most healthiest thing that you can see a dog doing. That's awesome that they're doing that. I'm really happy about it. Now I can go in here, mess around with their mouths, whatever I want. Do whatever I want. They completely trust me. They know that I'm in charge. I don't know what they'd do if a stranger came and did this. I would hope that they would just react the same way that they react to me, but I have no idea. I'm gonna have to get them out in the world and see how they react to know that for sure, but I'm confident that everything's gonna go well with them. I don't think Orion is ever gonna be 100% in that crate, just because he must have had some kind of crazy traumatic experience, because I can get him to go in there, and he wouldn't even go in there at first, but I can get him to go in there, and he's fine with that door open. If I say wait and leave him in there, or no, or whatever I want to say, and leave that door open, he'll sit in there for 30 minutes as long as I'm there, and I only have to give him the command like once or twice. But you close that door and panic attack all the way. Not a full-on panic attack. He was having full-on panic attacks whenever he first came, but that's kind of subsided for the most part. He still freaks out, but it's not nearly as bad, and he's not hurting himself like he was. Now he will if I leave the room. He'll hurt himself and bleed all over the place if I leave the room. But if I'm in there, all he'll do is pant and maybe whine a little bit. But he's a lot more calm than he was, but I advise the owners to either get him some, like a CBD treat, just pretty much get him high every time he's in there. If they absolutely have to keep him in there, use CBD. But I told him that the best alternative, since he doesn't care about being outside in the kennel, just get an outdoor kennel. Plus, he's built to live outside. He's got the fur for it, and he loves it. Loves being outside, way more than inside. But he also likes being around people. So, if you're inside, he doesn't mind being inside. But he gets some problems in the crate. He's okay outside, so I just advise them to just get a kennel and put it outside and just let him out and let him explore and whatnot. And then if they got to put him in the kennel, put him in the kennel. And then if they need to travel or whatever, if they have absolutely got to put him in the crate, then use the CBD. But I told him that it's probably not a good idea to have him in the crate all the time, because then he would be constantly high on the CBD all the time, and that wouldn't be good. Eventually that would cause some problems in the future. So I told him to just do the outside kennel. But yeah, I think he's 10 times better than when he came that first day. I'm pretty proud of him. And Moose, what do? You still like to bark at the UPS guy and then tuck your tail and run whenever he gets out? He says yes. Protector of the Realm is only a title. It means nothing. He's still a pussy, aren't you, buddy? Aren't you? Yes. 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 See, you got these big pearly whites for no reason. Yes. You don't even use them. See? Yeah, you are tough. You're tough. Cause I get that thing out of my mouth. Oh, happy boy. Oh, happy boy. Oh, happy boy. You put up with a lot of shit, don't you? I can get that off you. That's a good thing, though. Yeah, that's a good thing. It means you won't actually kill someone, right? I would like to think that if he absolutely had to, he would go after someone, but I don't know if he would, so that kind of scares me. Yeah. I hope you would. I hope if there's a bad guy here, you would actually go after him. But normally you just run away. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think when it comes down to it, he would actually go after a bad guy if the guy was truly a bad person, or the girl, I guess. Yes. Yeah, I think you'd protect us. But do I think that he would protect the house when we're not here? No. No, I don't. I think we got to be here for him to bite anyone. Yeah. I don't think he's too worried about protecting the house if no one's in it. Which isn't good for our property, but it's good that he wants to protect his family. Right, buddy? Oh my gosh. Going to town. Going to town, aren't you? Can I take it away? What are you going to do if I take it away? I kind of just backed off. No. He's apprehensive about grabbing it whenever it's in my hands. He's licking it, though. Okay. Pretty good dogs. Yeah. Pretty good family dogs. Pretty safe, aren't you? Hey, Izzy. She actually growled that time. I don't know if you could hear it on the video, but she growled a little bit. Alright. Well, I'm gonna get off here. I'm rambling. See y'all.